Now welcome, of course, the president of the association to give her presentation and later on, of course, deliver the report in general. Welcome.
Thank you once again, colleague, respective delegates, respective vet colleagues, respective senior veterinary colleagues. At this point, as we continue with our programs, I would like to welcome the Deputy Chair of the SSVA to say some few words and then welcomes our Chair, Dr. Ghada. So, Dr. Deng, you are welcome.
Good morning. I want to recognize the presence of First Vice President, Professor Dr. James Waniga, and the President, Vice President of the Republic of South Sudan, Dr. James Waniga, and the President of the Minister of Livestock and Fisheries, Honorable Nyoti Adigo Nyikwach. I'm Dr. Deng Alier Kual. I'm a former member of National Legislative Assembly and the current Vice President of South Sudan Veterinary Association, not Deputy Chair. We have the President of South Sudan Veterinary Association and the Vice President of Veterinary Association. We have only 3 offices. Office of the President of the Association, and the third office is the office of the Secretary General. The second office. The third office is for Secretary of Finance. I don't want to go much because in the interest of time, I want to call Honorable Dr. Ghada James Kela to come and give his remarks, her remarks.
Your Excellency, the Vice President, the first Vice President of the Republic of South Sudan, and the Chairman of the Economic Cluster, Prof. James Waniga, and he is the guest of honor of the day. I recognize Honorable Onyuti Odigo, the National Minister of Livestock and Fisheries. I recognize also the presence of the Deputy Vice Chancellor of Upper Nile University, Professor Ambrose Samuel Jubara. I recognize also the representative of Central Equatorial State, as we know that Central Equatoria is the host of the all 10 states. I recognize also the deans from the 2 universities, although we miss other universities, the third one, because we have 3 universities, that of Baragazal University, Juba University, and Upper Nile University. But I recognize Professor Luis Jaja is one of our veterans, icons in the veterinary domain. I recognize also Dr. Unwar Adiang. He is the Dean of his School of Veterinary Medicine in Upper Nile University. Also, I recognize my colleague, Dr. Jacob Korok, who was the CVO in the National Ministry of Livestock and Fisheries, and also the former Minister of Information and Telecommunication. And also, I recognize Dr. Agol. He is now the CVO, and also our delegates to the UHA. And I recognize also our veterans, vets, female vets, as it has been narrated by Professor Ambrose, Victoria Nyabeg. She's the first female vet. And the second one, Dr. Mary from Jonglei State. It's unfortunate she is not in the country, otherwise she would be here. This is the second one in the field of veterinary. The third one is myself. Female, those days, they don't enter into that field. But we recognize also Dr. Alec there, and also other veterinarians who are there. If I miss somebody, my apology advance. And also I recognize the whole institutions, those vets are coming here to represent them. And also we have veterinarians, I cannot say jobless, because there are many, Your Excellency. They are here present, and all these years we are calling upon employing this so that they get chance. Although the agreement has really gave chance for youth, and if you see this hall, Your Excellency, most of them are youth. The veterans are very few. Without forgetting my colleague in the National Legislative Assembly, I invited them in order, the veterinarians, to recognize them and recognize their roles. When the incoming executive body get in, they have to link, because the interlinkages is very important between all these institutions so that our things will move softly. I don't want to continue into recognizing, but I will end with welcoming all our delegates from states. Just wave your hand. Your Excellency, we have delegates. They have achieved those they used, and they have reached here by road. Let us clap for them. Others, maybe they got chance and supported by VSF Germany to come, like Northern Barghazal State and also Unity States. For those also of Western Barghazal State and Upper Nile State, we failed to bring them, because the effort of his Honorable Minister of Livestock with us together, always working in collaboration to ensure these vets are coming, almost tried with his recommendation so that these people to come and have the chance together with us. But all in all, I wanted you also to clap for Honorable Minister for the effort that he has done in order to achieve this day. So, without ado, we have representatives from a state, but most of them, they're here. Your Excellency, most of the veterinarians are supposed to be at the grounds, but it's unfortunate, these vets, most of them in Juba City. That's why when we are crying, we need the recruitments, we need the open up of the NGOs so that they give chance for all vets. Your Excellency, we have vets, you can get them standing warriors in some of organization. And you know warriors like a god, because they cannot sit idols. They want to get job. And this good number, it is really something that people should look into it, and our leadership to look into this gathering. We know this country have like 36 million livestock when it comes to population. It means veterinarians are very important in this country, and they will play a big role. Your Excellency, coming into, if I can quote, in 2014, the ECPALT, they have done also the research in this country, and they realized that the livestock population in this country, they can inject more than 1.6 billion into the comforts of this country, or into the economy. It means vets are very important and very vital when it comes to their role, so that they can help and participate in this country to elevate this country from the crisis that we are calling upon economic crisis that really disasters this country. Without ado, Your Excellency, allow me to go to my report. Our guest of honor, on behalf of the executive body of South Sudan Veterinary Association, I'm honored to present this report highlighting the journey, achievements, challenges, and future direction of our association. Your Excellency, the executive body were composed of 7, and if you see by orange, and these members, they are the one behind me composing the executive body. Missing 1 or 2, the Secretary General of the association, Dr. Thomas Taban Yata, who is still suffering in treating cancer, and also his wife has also another problem. I don't want to narrate, but he is one of our veterans. Really, we need to recognize his offer, because he was among the founders of SSVA. Clap for them, please. And we recognize also his efforts. And behind me, I think, my deputy Dengaler, and also, where is Ghada? Yeah, Ghada there also, he worked in the shoes of Dr. Taban Yata, acting Secretary General, and also the Treasurer. And also we have here behind me Dr. Kayer, and also Dr. Ayman, and also we are missing another doctor in the executive body, Dr. Akwal Arop, that is went for another mission. I don't want to dwell it here, but we are wishing her also to recover and also give birth quickly to add the population of veterinarians. And I want you also to give a big clap, because there is a lot of challenges that face the executive body, but clap for them, because they are still there. Your Excellency, SSVA is a professional body supported and supervised by the National Ministry of Livestock and Fisheries. So the association was established through the support from the African Union, IBA, or AU-IBA, International Bureau for Animal Resources, through the project that within called Government VET. That GovVet, they snatched something out of it and established this association in 2017. And these efforts also need appreciation for the National Minister of Livestock, and Dr. Jacob Korok was the CVO, plus clap for him because he worked hard. So the registration and establishment of the SSVA were made possible through the dedication and contributions of the founding executive members who worked tirelessly to prepare documentation, develop the association, letterheads and official papers, and ensure also legal registrations, and also establish our office. And also we appreciate the National Ministry of Livestock for their cooperation and collaboration. They have given us an office behind there in the Veterinary Service Department, but it's unfortunately the office burned, and we lost some of our documents, but we thank God other document, we are keeping it somewhere. And we talk also to the National Minister to avail another office for the incoming executive body. Secondly, we have also the major achievement of the SSVA. Despite limited resources, SSVA has achieved significant milestones nationally, regionally, and internationally. The national and regional and international networks. SSVA has successfully established strong professional linkages with several veterinary bodies, including East Africa Veterinary Association, Pan-Africa Veterinary Association, World Veterinary Association. Through these networks, South Sudanese veterinarians have gained recognition and opportunities to engage with the global veterinary community. And as it has been mentioned by the previous speaker, Professor Ambrose, we met in Egypt one day and we got the chance, I myself, as the SSVA president, to sit nearby. I remember one of the deans of the School of Veterinary Medicine of Khartoum University, those we cannot even greet them at that time. And because of the independence that we gained, it gave us the chance to be recognized and sit shoulder to shoulder with other professors in Sudan. And this also, we recognize the leadership of this country, who also liberate this country and brought South Sudan, or the Republic of South Sudan. Clap for them also, so how us to be recognized. When we move also to collaboration with international and local organizations, SSVA build partnership with international and national development organizations, working in animal health and livestock development, including the FAO, Food and Agriculture Organization, also Veterinarian Sans Frontiers, Switzerland, and the other one of Germany, and the other one of Canada, and also MREF, Health Africa, and NIHO. These are our partners who really supported the SSVA from that time up to now. And we clap for them. This collaboration strengthens veterinary services in South Sudan through training, employment opportunities, and technical support. Veterinary training and capacity building. SSVA participated in numerous workshops and training programs aimed at strengthening the capacity of veterinarians in South Sudan. Many veterinary professionals benefited from training opportunities through NGOs and online programs supported by the development partner. The fourth one, employment opportunities for veterinarians. We have some vets who commit themselves to register, and through us, we got the privilege from other organizations. They apply to our office, and then we recommend them I can mention BSF Germany, BSF Swiss, and also USA, and also World Visions. The last one, I think we have the pharmaceutical companies also always supporting us. Through us also, other veterinarians, they got the chance to be employed. Your Excellency, coming to our awareness program and campaigns, SSVA has done rabies control and awareness program. With the support of the Ministry of Livestock and Fisheries, SSVA successfully implemented activities related to rabies awareness and prevention. SSVA organized and supported the celebration. SSVA organized and supported the celebration of World Rabies Day in Juba, and this is why we capital in, because when you look into the number of the population, are so many. The 3 regions of South Sudan, SSVA managed to go to Western Barakazal State and also SSVA also went to states, and also we did a big rally there and campaign for the vaccination. SSVA vaccinators also get trained and vaccinated against rabies itself. Also, we got the support because vaccinators, you train them to vaccinate dogs. But before that, the protection of these vets without, the support of FAO for purchasing to us a vaccine or anti-human rabies vaccine to vaccinate them in order when they go, they cannot get any harm. So it's a part also of the protection that has been done or achieved by the SSVA. The campaign significantly improved public awareness on rabies prevention and control. The other points also representation in International World Rabies Program. The President of South Sudan Veterinary Association, in my humble self, was appointed as a rabies focal person for South Sudan in 2023 under the World Organization for Animal Health, WHA. This giving also the chance for veterinarians to get exposed and also attend and be part of the delegates in WHA. And that's always the meeting conducting every year in France. Through this role, South Sudan participated in regional meetings in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. Rabies reports from South Sudan were presented and discussed. A national rabies control strategy initiated by the National Ministry of Livestock and also supported by FAO, and now we have strategies to control rabies. And that one, we can also give the honor of our local consultant, Dr. Wajok, clap for him because he has done great. When it comes also, there are other points of veterinary conference. In 2020, SSVA successfully conducted a veterinary conference for veterinarians with the support of BSF Swiss. And this conference provided an important platform for knowledge exchange among veterinary professionals in South Sudan. And a lot of scientific papers presented, and this is what always yielding to see. And unfortunately, I did not receive that report of that conference, but we will get it, I think, from Philip Tamun. I think he was the one running up. I was away out of the country, but my deputy briefed me when I came, and I got the report awareness program, SSVA launched public awareness campaigns through national media, including Radio Miraya and other national radio stations, Radio Bafita, and all these SSVA executive bodies going to do some awareness in those. These programs help raise public awareness about animal health, zoonotic diseases, and also veterinary services, including food safety. SSVA contributed to the drafting and development of two important national policies, or I can say two important bills, that the National Ministry of Livestock and Fisheries, they recommended SSVA to take lead, and myself and Professor Arneo Ochi, and also our lawyer, Robert Moro, we went up to Banjul, and there we had the support of African Union International Bureau for Animal Resources. They supported us, and also they give us the chance to select the important bills, and we drafted the two bills. It's Animal Health Bill and the Veterinary Council Bill that was in 2019. And then we came, and African Union International Bureau, they supported up to the national level here. And we did the consultations and also the validations that conducted in Pyramid. I remember, and some of you were there. And that one, I can quote it, within the achievement of the SSVA. And these bills, we feel it is very important that will cover all the rights, the protections of veterinarians. If God will, the Honorable Minister will take it maybe soon to the Council of Ministers. For the second bill, the Veterinary Council Bill, and you had had Honorable Minister, our guest of honor, you had some of the representatives here talked about the Veterinary Council Bill. And this Veterinary Council Bill, it is overdue. And really, we need it to come up. And we had a nice discussion with Honorable Minister of Livestock about it, I think, 2 weeks ago, because there are two ways of tabling bill that the Constitution of the Republic of South Sudan empower us. And that one through a private member bill, and also a committee bill, like the Committee of Livestock. And also the third one is a government bill where the minister himself will take charge, and as it's part of his duty. Because of the financial implication, it is very difficult also for bills that having financial implication to be presented direct to the House. That's why we were discussing that, like what we did in the National Parliament, we have tabled through the Parliamentary Service Commission, the emolument bill, if you heard about that over the radio and the news. And it is a bill that also having financial implication, and we got the guarantee from the Minister of Finance, give us certification, and then we move on, and the bill enacted into law. And now our salary increased from 9,000 to 720,000. And our president lifted up to 800,000 in the National Parliament. That is for your information. But I'm giving you a clue of this. That is how we can also deal with the agreement with the Honorable Minister of Livestock and Fisheries, so that to tackle, and I can table that bill, because I was part and partial of drafting it. So I can table it there, and it will go to this Committee of Livestock and Fisheries, also will help at that level until it passes, so that the National Minister will recommend for veterinarians to be appointed by the President, but the President needs an act so that he can quote when he comes out with his decree. And I think he will also give his comment on that. In institutional development, SSVA achieved several institutional milestones, including opening of the official bank account, and we have the bank account, and we have some money in it. So that the incoming executive body, when they come and take over, they cannot start from scratch. You clap also for SSVA. And that money, I remember, it is out of the money that VSF give us for the first time. If you go to the record, you will get it in 2018. But I was insisting that let us search for another money, but keep that for the incoming, as I was preparing, to hand over this office. And the challenge, we'll get it later. Acquiring also a projector for official activities, and this also, the incoming will receive it. Developing multiple project proposal, including what it has been mentioned by one of the previous speakers about the SSVA scientific journal. We draft the proposal, and I think myself and Professor Arneo, and I myself, we present it to the Embassy of South Africa because they have promised to fund that. But unfortunately, when we present the document, the guy has been replaced, and we didn't get the support. But the proposal is there. The incoming executive body will check it so that they move on in order to get support in that one. And also, as I mentioned, that recommending veterinarians for certificate upgrading at universities. Some students also, they had some diploma, and I think through the effort of the SSVA, we applied to Juba University, and they have been admitted so that they can upgrade their certificates. Importantly, funds deposited in the SSVA account have not been used, and they remain preserved to benefit, as I mentioned, the incoming one. Financial contribution by the executive members. The establishment and operational activities of SSVA were largely supported by the personal contribution from executive members. And the executive members, they're supporting from their pockets so that to achieve where we are. Otherwise, we wouldn't have the constitution that registered. We wouldn't achieve even to pay the lawyers. Nowadays, lawyers have demanding money. We wouldn't also do that. But with the effort of these members there, you are seeing them, including, I remember, Honorable Nadia Arop also, we recognize her efforts in supporting those processes until we achieve, now we have a registered, legitimate entity called South Sudan Veterinary Association. Clap for them. Also, development of SSVA identification system proposed by Dr. Ghada Wani. He was the one proposed that one, and you have a nice ID for those they come are registered, and among them, Your Excellency, there are 75 members who committed themselves to register in SSVA. And also, I wanted you to clap for them because that is the showing of recognized SSVA. Because SSVA is supposed to be owned by all veterinarians. We know the challenges. Some veterinarians, they don't have money, Your Excellency, but we allow them to register for the sake of records. Free. But imagine if we register all veterinarians free. How comes this executive body will sustain itself? It's going to be difficult. Your Excellency, also other contributions, also I can call it financial support. The letterhead and the documentation, it was supported by Dr. Kayer. Indeed, also we clap for him. Also, he has given his personal effort into that. For Dr. Ayman and also and Akwal, also they contributed into the success of this. And all this time, we're running up and down with my deputy in order to achieve whatever we can achieve. The executive body invested significant personnel, resources, and time to ensure the association was established and operational. Your Excellency, other association, It has been even headed or led in UK by Member of Parliament. Your Excellency, if you go to Tanzania, for example, Tanzania Veterinary Association headed by the Dean of the School of Veterinary Medicine. I'm just giving an example of that so that this association, without support of somebody who really has little to add, so that we stand until the veterinarians awake, and also give their contribution through registrations, monthly subscription, and annual subscription that is stipulated in the constitution of the SSVA. Without this, Your Excellency, it's going to be difficult even for the incoming executive body to handle the office. Challenges faced by the SSVA. Despite achievements, the association faced several challenges. As I mentioned, I'm repeating, limited financial resources. SSVA did not receive direct funding to its account from supporting organization, limiting financial reporting and operational capacity. When it comes to accountability, it is challenging except in the World Rabies Day. And in the World Rabies Day, we have the cost recovery that we got. Those money in SSP, one ambul having 10 ml and 1 ml with 150, this is what we started with, and another one we added 500 because, and others free because most of our people, they don't have something to pay. But we recognize them and also vaccinate their dogs. Your Excellency, when it comes to accountability, it is going to be difficult for the next incoming. I'm saying this why. Most of organizations that funding SSVA, they're doing everything. Yes, you propose to them without even mentioning money. You request. When you put your request, I need a hall, like the occasion. FAO supported us with this hall and other necessaries. There is no money SSVA seeing. Yes, we see the hall and we come and perform. And when it comes to accountability for SSVA to say the hall is how much, like 2,000, 1,000, we can't say that. And also the organization, they do not give us something out of the accountability report so that everybody should know the whole hired with how much. We can't. And we did not receive that. And that will be another challenge, because if SSVA use their accounts in order to implement all the planning, this is where financial reports should be narrated. But it's going to be another difficulties. But I'm seeing the spirit of veterinarians has changed when you see this good number present here. So calculate 100 and over 20 vets are here. If they commit themselves and pay amount of $30 for registration equivalent to SSP, and also $10 for annual monthly fee, and the annual fee $120 for the annual if you fail to pay the monthly. Imagine how much and how the incoming executive body are going to perform. So that is proposal upon the incoming executive body to do that, and putting tagia be Arabi. Gal mahal bika nasal gi kore shedid de ile siyadum kalam de. Yani bika be hareru be nas bito. Kan nas bito maja ma bika de bikun nas gaskut. So present of you, really I appreciate your presence here. Limited member contribution, the association faced difficulties mobilizing resources due to limited member financial contribution, as I mentioned. Another aspect also, difficulty of convening General Assembly. And I don't want to repeat what I said, and it is clear. But I want to say one thing as part of the challenges. Due to financial constraint, organizing General Assembly meeting has been difficult. Lack of cooperation among the veterinarians themselves. NGOs do not have budget for SSVA, General Assembly at all. Without the support of Honorable Minister Onyuti Adigo, in order to talk to FAO, they have a small budget for remaining for a project, but it is not for SSVA. We urge them through our good relation and his good relation in order to support this day so that we come together. Clap for FAO and we recognize them. Your Excellency, limited external funding, many proposals submitted by SSVA to African Union because they have International Bureau for Animal Resources, and that one, they have a specific fund for member states. And we know that South Sudan is part and partial of AU-IBA. And then we will have the support. The veterinary legislation itself, if really the minister and his undersecretary write directly, they will give any support up to the level of the national parliament. They did it in Banjul parliament, they did it in other countries, Tanzania, and they achieved veterinary legislation in place. Because all these need financial support. For the Ministry of Justice to do that, there are few personnel in the Department of Legislation. And it's very difficult for them to get in there. That's why we encourage other veterinarians also to get in that field so that we help the softness of the passing and looking into the compatibility of the bills in the National Ministry of Justice. We have veterinarians now. I had they graduated from a school of law of Juba University. I'm urging them also to seek so that to join that department so that we have a chance there as a veterinarian. Because no one can defend our issues except us and by us. Your Excellency, when it comes to geographic distribution of executive members, Your Excellency, the members of South Sudan, the members of those graduated from veterinary field, if really we can get the chance to get all members registered, they will go up to 1,000. And this is a very good number if really we get the chance to register them. We have 3 universities. It has 3 schools of veterinary medicine, Upper Nile, Baragazal, and also Juba University. So there are other areas really they are lacking, like Bibor. Dr. Jacob Koroko was the first veterinary doctor in Bibor, for example. And look at the numbers of the livestock there. That is just an example. Adding Dr. Genevia, I think she is also part of that. Rowing, we have another 1 vet doctor, and I wish to hear other doctors are coming from that side. ABA, we have also few doctors. Others graduated from outside, externally, and we have the internal one. Dr. Goj and Dr. Ball, they were supposed also to be with us, but Animas flight did not go there. So lastly, Your Excellency, our way forward to strengthen SSVA moving forward, the following recommendations are proposed. The General Assembly should elect an executive body based in Juba. Those that are coming from the states, they can also form an executive body at their own level. But the one at the national, we call it national, and at the state, we call it executive body, and that one hindered by us. But we are encouraging, as far as some of the vets, they came from along the 10 state and the 3 administrative areas. We need also to elect some of them so that also they get the chance in registering whoever they are and also wherever finance, they communicate with the national executive body so that they smooth the work. The second recommendation, members should contribute, as I mentioned, what we propose, $10, supporting the association activities monthly. And when it comes to registration, $30. I know dollar is not our currency, but we do equivalent to that so that we do not lose. When we were issuing the ID, it was 2,000 when we started in 2017. But now, it has increased, and some of you, they also went and registered. But I stopped the registration for one reason. I need the incoming executive body and the incoming president to sign, so that to have that privileges, and also have the privileges of collecting money from vets so that they push their work. The fourth one is members should actively contribute ideas, proposal, and all information necessary to the executive body, because this body needs to be owned by you. If you do not own the incoming executive body, they will get also other challenges. 4, members also should engage with the executive body constructively through visit, advice, and also professional feedback. I'm sure these brains having a lot of good things, but if you are engaging in acting or engaging with the incoming executive body, I'm sure they will do wonders with you together. And professional feedback, formation of parallel body, whether for veterinary doctors and others, it will not help us. Even the Bible say, in Arabic I can say, ma ajmalu ma ahla an yakuna al-ikhwa ma'an. And this, for the whole veterinarians, let them come together. Let them be united, and let them push other spirit out. And also preach for the spirit of love. Because this is the only thing allowing us to remain with our professors here. They taught me until I reach who I am. And others, they got the chance. But wherever they see me, I can see the love from them. And this spirit must be embedded in each and every veterinary doctor. So please, as I mentioned that vets with good numbers is a matter for this country. You are very important. And your importance is equivalent, you know, for giving veterinary services in place. We need to have farms in place, and that one cannot be done except by you. Even the revenue of this country, you people, you will inject with this good number. And I heard our President Salva Kiir Mayardit talking about people should embark in agriculture. I'm quoting that because our oil nowadays you had with this pipe connecting Sudan. And our economy now, Dr. Jombili is there, this Nile bed. And you clap for him because he is now a veterinary doctor in the Nile bed. And we have others in the Darby Petroleums, those of Bang and other people. So they have dollars, they're supposed also to help the incoming one. And our president aiming that each and every citizen in this country enjoy the privilege of agriculture through forming cooperative groups, including you. Nowadays, NGO is looking forward to support household. And supporting household, like those of Dr. Kwajok, they are bringing chicken or hens, distributing to the household. And then we do. Other person, I think, is investing in rabbits farm. And now he's collecting the urine of the rabbits because it's a very valuable manure, and also taking it to Kenya, and now he's getting dollars out of the urine of the rabbits. Imagine if you have that business of rabbit farm. What will happen? You will get the dollars in your money without even government, without NGOs. It is you by yourself. Just to get trained in that field and you entered. And our rabbits doesn't need even vaccination because their tolerance when it comes to disease, infection. So I'm encouraging you, not everybody aiming that to get chance in the government, in the NGOs, ministers, and also in the SSVA. SSVA, let them be a small group so that they can work and serve the entire. So with this, I think, in accordance with the Molabo and Maputo, Ghada, Kampala Declaration, all this, we are calling upon our government to ratify all that in order, because South Sudan is a member state and our president signed. And the 10% should be allocated for the agriculture and food security. Because that allocation will allow something. And others have increased within our region like Kenya, more than 10%. They went up to 15%. And that one will boost, the agriculture and the food security. And I wish we move on and also we succeed in that. For the appreciation, or talking of appreciation for those really they help and also support the SSVA, I express our sincere appreciation to Honorable Minister of Livestock and Fisheries. Clap for him and his team in the National Ministry of Livestock. Then the Secretary, I remember during the former Minister Janka, he's the one availed for us the office to operate on it. And I'm sure they are continuing with the same spirit to support the SSVA. The Chief Veterinary Officer is still very important there in the ministry. Dr. Agol, I wanted you and I want the incoming executive body to connect with him so that all this, he's the one to nominate you in order to go around the world and also support the SSVA. All members of the General Assembly, we clap for all of you because you commit yourself and come here and all of you are present. All our development partners above, on the top of them, FAO. I think Dr. Regina is here. Where are you, Dr. Regina? You raise your hand up, a little bit up. Dr. Regina is working in FAO and really they are supporting SSVA. VSF Swiss, present in the name of Kwajok, Dr. Kwajok. Star Pharmaceutical Company, they apologize. Somebody here? Yeah, I think we have vets also working with Star Pharmaceutical Company. We appreciate your, and all veterinarians who supported SSVA activities. With humility and gratitude, I hereby announce that the current executive body of South Sudan Veterinary Association is officially dissolved. And I'm here also, I'll give chance to other session. The next session will be guided with our legal advisor, and they will also tell you what we can do. We are not dwelling a lot in the constitutions. Yes, we will proceed into other. So I think with this, thank you very much. God bless South Sudan. God bless all of you. God bless our leadership here. And with all this, Professor James Waniga and the Vice President, he is among with you because he's a chairperson of the cluster, economic cluster. And the connection of you vets with the economic cluster. This is a very good chance also to see him, to engage with him, so that from time to time, the incoming executive body also to go and raise issues. And for sure, with this number, as I mentioned, is a matter he will look into any issue that belong to SSVA. I'm hereby calling upon, because now I'm removing that hate, and I'm calling upon Honorable Minister of Livestock and Fisheries, Honorable Onyuti you are welcome to address your fellow vets. And clap for him, big clap, because without him we wouldn't do anything.